Greetings. We'll post our link over on the website. The website is denverguitarorchestra.com. And there you'll get the sheet music and all kinds of good stuff. I don't think I knew that either.
So we went up for her River Rankin's birthday party, and it was some old white building over by the river.
When somebody logs in, let me know if you can hear me.
It's on the north side of town.
Kind of on the north central northwest part of town, maybe?
Northwest? That'd be closer to
Okay, so
no,
I think
that's
we're all ready to go.
northwest, yeah.
It is 6:54. We'll actually start in 6 minutes. So if you're watching the repeat of this, just fast forward 6 minutes.
Right, it's over by the river by the ball fields.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an old
That's
building.
fine.
I think they rented it for like $25 or $30 anymore.
So I went to high school up in East Side.
Okay.
That's the high school I went to.
Kelly's pretty cool. That we played disc golf a couple different places there.
Fall Water Man.
Tumblr.
You know,
It's like,
trying to get her to go 20.
So I moved there when I was like 12.
Okay.
12. And then I graduated high school and college on 12.
All right, I can post to Tumblr. That's interesting. I think I can post to Facebook.
My dad was down here, so I moved in for
Okay.
a couple months.
The Gail's son drives for one of the oil companies. He drives, drives out to the rigs in the middle of the night.
Dun, dun,
Drives back. Oh my God, the weather just looks brutal.
It is. So there, when I graduated,
Oh, okay.
there were jobs in life.
I guess that'll work. Interesting.
Now
All
they're
right.
in accounting, so there's just not really business.
Yeah.
So I have ties down here. So he graduated from where I ended up down.
Okay. When, there's some parts downtown that are pretty cool. They've got statues and stuff now. They were downtown. A place we haven't been. I think there's a theater downtown.
The Rialto or the Mayor?
An old one. I think they still show movies in the old one.
Yeah.
Hey Vic, good to see you. Good sound is good up in Rainy, Eugene. Good to see you. Glad you're back. Good to see you. All right, we'll start in 5 minutes, guys.
So we went there to
Can you hear Laura playing a little cigarettas?
Beverly Plaza, which is out on the east side.
Okay.
Like on 12.
I know my way around it a little bit, not really well. It's pretty cool. So that that's where they have 3 courts for pickleball.
This is the hard part.
And the first part of the day it's just regular pickleball, but then they developed a game called Mortimer. They developed it. I looked it up online there when they started it. They have a 3 on each side.
Okay.
And so it used to be when they were learning and stuff, and the ball go between them, between the 2 players. That's Mortimer. And he's like, we need a Mortimer. And it snaps a kick in the butt playing 3 on
So
6.
does the rec center still have like all their cardio and weight rooms and like the whole racquetball rooms?
I know there's racquetball.
Because they don't have racquetball anymore. So like we're going to like volleyball.
Okay.
One had weights in it and one had.
Boom.
Far over, yeah.
Well, it's they're by the basketball courts.
Okay. Just been in the locker room of the basketball courts and they charge $2 a game. Not very much. But the other thing
My voice is on the quiet side. I'm trying to be quiet. Everybody's having a chit chat in here. I don't want to interrupt them. I'll talk more loudly. Hey Arlo, welcome in.
Well, I had a
Oops.
pass when I pitch Barber was up there.
Thanks.
Because I would visit up there and work out there. So. Or run down, or I run down that river.
yeah.
Okay.
We've on the other side of the river, in that same area where the clubhouse is at, they've got 2 18-hole disc golf courses.
Eine, Kleine.
Bull Snake House,
Yes.
I think it's called. It's like we're there to some kind of oh shit.
Chords,
shit,
guitar
what?
one, guitar
Bull Snake
two.
music, no rattlesnakes. Fair trade. So don't get that thing, you know.
Chords.
Snake is a snake.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem to say, but. You still playing Thursdays usually?
Yeah, pray today. It's been
Caroline?
all those old people into scoring a different
Oh
way.
no, you had a COVID call.
That's what
All right. Well, we'll start this way, right? But
Oh my goodness, okay.
Keep going. What's fun of this big
So, I think my brother texted me, a couple, 3 weeks ago, they're gonna build Pinnacle Ranch, and their first one's gonna go to Atlanta, second one's here, to Denver-based guy. I don't know, I think it's gonna be southeast Denver, but anyway, I
chords.
looked up their contact us on some email. I said, hey, I'm interested in something like this, because you're gonna
Melody.
actually gonna kill it. So we, emailed back and forth a couple times, he said, well, how much you thinking? Well, 20, 15, 20, 30,000. Well, let's just minimum investment is 250.
Oh my goodness.
He said they may do some crowdfunding though, and they get started.
Tough arpeggios, the
Yeah,
bass.
yeah, hold on to my league. Another one of the guys who plays a lot's been trying to buy, an abandoned warehouse or something. Around town too, so talked to him off and on over the years, and he's still really excited about it.
Right. Did I do that right? I think I did that wrong.
The Chicken and Pickles started, it's indoor and outdoor and group level restaurant. They started in Kansas City 6 years ago, I think. They've got 6 or 7 in Kansas.
I guess I did do that right.
Oklahoma and Texas. I went to Atlanta a bunch of years ago. I'd say Denver, but Denver's so expensive for everything.
All right, 7:01. Hey, Linda, welcome in. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 27. All right. All right. What is our goal for in-person attendance?
Have fun.
20 people or more. Okay. So we had, what do we have? 12. We had 12 people. Yay! we saved you a place. So we had 12 people in the concert, I think, ish. And so we got to get 8 more people coming. So Tom is here, and Jan's husband.
That's fine, Jan's husband is good.
Tell me-
Come back again, I'll tell you.
Jan's probably listening in, going, "Yeah, that's his
Yeah,
correct
that's
name." Tell me your name again. I apologize.
Mark.
Mark. Okay, Mark is with us, so that should get us up to 14, right? And so we got, and then we got a couple online here, Linda and Vic, who are out of town. So, so we're up to 16. So we got to find 4 more people. Okay, so that's your job. Talk to people about playing guitar. All right, several things. One. I updated the website quite a bit, but it basically is the same as it was. So on the sheet music page is where I will post all of our stuff, unless it's super scary copyright stuff. And so we may do 1 or 2 pieces that are modern pieces, and that stuff I have to get to you via email. I've had 3 people over the last month tell me they don't get the emails, even though I know they're on the list. Is everybody getting my emails that you get? You should have gotten 2 in the last couple of weeks. Yeah. Okay. Still a no. I don't. I have no idea.
You send it to Gail's, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, send it to her.
Have her go sign up for the orchestra website.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll do that.
Yeah, because then it'll just all be automatic if she does it there. So, yeah, isn't that over the years?
And it's,
It's
so-
your email will
Yeah,
not
you
let.
play an orchestra, guitar.
Yeah, both of them.
And Ski Cooper, they can't get.
They can't get it to you either. Isn't that something?
Gmail, you have it?
It's an old AOL, you know.
Oh, why don't you modernize?
Gmail's free. Gmail works. Gmail's from a company that's still in business. Yeah, AOL worked really awesome, right? When we got remember getting the little discs in the mail? Yeah, right. But yeah, it is surprising how many people on our list have AOL addresses, because it's old. I have Yahoo, which is old enough, right? All right, so if you're not getting the emails, that's a problem, and so let's make sure you figure that out. I know all of you guys are on there. I don't send a ton of emails, but when I do send out the new music, that's the way you'll know, right? And so, anyway, I tend to meet here Tuesday nights for the foreseeable future. Obviously, I have not gotten you enough music for a whole show yet. I don't know if I'm going to get it to you in the next month or the next 6 months, so I'm going to get it to you as quickly as I can finish it. I want to do nice big pieces. I don't have any other way to describe them, but I want them to be big and interesting and give you plenty of to do. So I don't know whether we'll have a May concert or not. I'm not worried about that at this moment. I'm worried about getting you good music that's worth playing. So that's my plan for Tuesdays. Right now you should have Eine, Kleine, and Menuett. We've done both of these in the past, but not all of you have been with us in the past. And so we'll treat them as if they're new songs. And we never finished them, right?
Correct.
I don't think either one of them ever got finished because of the pandemic. So we're going to finish them this time. Also, Thursday nights I do have face-to-face in Lakewood. We're getting, the continuing class is actually getting pretty big. And I think we have 8 or 10 players in there already. And every 5 weeks it grows a little bit, and so those players, I want to get them coming down here as quickly as possible. But it wouldn't be a bad idea for you guys to come out to that too. We do half the class is solos, so the tough uke stuff, tough act stuff, and then the other half of the class is we play an ensemble piece. So it's always one of the songs out of the book off the website, and then we just arrange it right there and then, and it's kind of fun. So that's going on. And then on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m., I'm going to do what I was doing on Wednesday nights in the past, because it didn't work out. Wednesday nights got too crazy. So book 1, book 2, book 3, and the classical solo stuff we will do on Sunday mornings. So if you're sitting around on a Sunday morning thinking, I could go to church or I could play guitar, or more likely, I could go to Village Inn or I could play guitar. You know you have an option now. So there's that. So when you have a minute, go peek at the website and look at the changes. I think that's the main thing that I've changed so far. There's more to come, but that's the essence of it. We should introduce ourselves since we have a couple new players. And so online, I have Vic, who's in Eugene, and I have Arlo, who typically plays chords with us, and he lives out near Red Rocks, and he didn't come in tonight. Caroline lives in Lakewood. She's been our Guitar One hero for a while. Linda lives in British Columbia, up in Vancouver. She joins us every week, been very passionate. And Jerome hasn't been feeling well, and so he's here as well. He plays whatever he wants, and it usually works out pretty good. And they're telling me my audio is low, so I'm going to crank it up a little bit. All right, so I turned up the audio a little bit, Jerome. Let's start over here. Just say who you are and how long you've been playing guitar. How about that?
Mike, and probably 10 years this lifetime.
About 10 years cumulative or recently?
Recently.
Recently, yeah, you've been putting in your time. That's cool, yeah. Name and how long have you been playing?
Joan, and I've been playing, I don't know, I think 6 years with you, about that.
And you almost started with me, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you were just
Well, I had taken lessons before.
way back in the
I
day,
started,
right?
so
Yeah. Well, so it's amazing. We've been together a long time,
You
Joey.
taught me everything I know.
So don't listen to her play.
Christy, I don't know, at least consistently since the Guitar Orchestra started.
Yeah. So you played some before that, but then you brought a ton of music background prior. So,
That's it. So
but
20 maybe.
yeah. So yeah. So.
Mike, I have no idea.
A long time. Right. I think a lot of us have I played it when I was 8, I played it when I was 12, I played it when I was real serious for like 6 months when I was 20, you know, that kind of thing. So it feels like you've been at guitar a while, but the last few years pretty
I had a
serious.
class in college. That was
Yeah, so nice. So
I'm Jan's husband. So I'm Mark. Yeah, I got my first guitar when I was 10, and except for the last few years when I've been laid up with a hand injury, I've played pretty much all the time.
nice.
So,
How's your hand feel?
well, that's why I'm here, is because I can play.
Okay.
Because I can stand it.
Yeah.
For 5, 6, 7 years, I couldn't even hardly play. It
Isn't
just
that
hurt
something?
so much.
Yeah.
And I had a couple surgeries, and I retired. And
Yeah. Do you know what caused the problem?
no, because one of them, you know the John Elway thing. Okay, that's called a Dupuytren's contracture, and it's mainly hereditary.
Oh.
On my dad's side of the family, they decided to send me several
wonderful.
annoying things. They're not killing me, but they're annoying the
Yeah,
hell out of me.
yeah. I think all of us can relate on one level or another. You're like, you get to a certain age and things start kicking in, and you're like, well, this sucks.
It's like, what?
But, yeah. Well, we're glad you're here, Mark. Thanks for joining us.
I'm Tom. I never thought of touching a guitar until about 3.5 years ago. So here I am.
Did you start with me?
Sort of. You
Yeah.
know, I was messing around with some of my goofy friends.
Right, that's
before
right,
I
that's
went
right,
in there.
yeah.
You went-
Yeah, because I knew you weren't a total beginner when I met you, so.
Yeah, I didn't know very much. I don't know very much now.
Well, the good part about messing around with your friends is you learn all the wrong ways to play. That's the best part about that. And so then it's really easy to fix that stuff. So we're glad you're back, Tom.
I'm Laura, and I've been playing about 10 years.
Is that all, Laura? Really?
Well, other than if you count this 6-month foray when I was 18
Yeah,
years.
yeah. Well,
I
that's,
started when I retired. So.
you're doing great for 10 years, so it's wonderful. Glad you're here.
I'm Ramona. I picked up the guitar to sing my baby sister folk songs. The world has never forgiven me. I picked up the guitar again when I was in college a little bit,
Yeah.
put it back down, and then I went to see you in Lakewood, and then you started some big disease or something. I don't
Yeah, remember I started that
Anyway, I put
disease?
the guitar back down, so,
Yeah.
and then I learned about this.
Yeah. Glad you're here, Ramona. That's, yeah, that,
Tell them what you do Monday nights. No, you, Gary.
Oh,
oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. On Monday nights, we have a little ukulele thing that we do that we get together with. So, yeah, I started playing music seriously when I was 35 on the piano, and I played 10 years of piano, and then I found a ukulele, and I stopped playing piano immediately, and I put in, 25 years on ukulele now, which is hard to believe, and
So yeah, we have a small ukulele band.
so we have a little ukulele band that meets on Monday night.
And several crossovers.
And a few of you guys are ukulele people, but a few of you are not. And every now and then we get a defector, right? They come here and they're like, I don't want any more to do with the ukulele group. So, yeah, so we're all, it's just making strings vibrate, right? That's what we want to do, and it feels good. So I started this group when did I first start teaching the guitar? 6 years ago, 7 years ago, maybe?
might have been longer.
Yeah.
I came, Mike
2000.
started, and I was after that.
Yeah. So maybe 8 years, 9 years, something like that we've been doing guitar stuff. This group started 2017, if I remember right. And since then, I am now signed up over at Metro State University to prove what a bad guitar player I am, and so I'm taking a lot of schooling over there. So that's all of our stories. I see Pele's made it in, and Nancy's made it in. So we have actually a pretty big group here. All right, let's talk about it. Just a few things. Generally, the music you will be successful if you just show up. Okay? You do not need to reach any certain skill level. I don't care if you're good. I don't care if you're bad. I don't care. Just showing up is the hardest part of this. And I think what we have a tendency to do is when we get frustrated and we're like, oh, I'm not playing well there, I will work on it at home. That will never work. It just does not work. And so just keep showing up no matter how terrible you are at the music or how awesome you are or how much you hate the guy sitting next to you. Just keep showing up and Mike will get better.
I can't
And
get rid of him. He's everywhere I go.
everywhere you go, there he is, right?
I cannot get rid of him.
But the two things I know that don't work are one, not showing up and not practicing. Those two things do not work in music at any level. And so spend a little bit of time practicing. The most efficient thing you can do in the beginning is go to the website and listen to the recordings of the song, okay? Some of you know Eine, Kleine, Nachtmusik, like it's part of who your DNA, and some of you have never heard of it at all, and that's how all of the music's going to be in here. You probably have heard of Bohemian Rhapsody, and there's a pretty good chance we're going to do it. You may or may not remember how Ravel's Bolero went, right? And so we're probably going to do that piece. You're going to be playing some songs you know and some songs you've never heard of before. That's part of the orchestra experience. I think that's what's super cool about it. Over at school, 100% of the songs I'm playing, I have never ever heard of them at all in that. It's like, and they don't sound like anything either. And you're like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. And so, yeah, obviously I take advantage of all the resources I can to just listen and listen and listen, because I know if you listen to this a few times, it starts to make sense, and then it's much easier to play. So take advantage of the recordings that are on the website for the songs. Second thing, just practice in general. You don't need to practice the stuff you can play, honestly. If you know how to play 27 measures, don't practice it. You'll be fine. It's the hard parts that you need to focus in on. It's not convenient for you to practice the whole entire song every single time you sit down and practice. So it just isn't even necessarily a smart way to approach practice. Find those areas in the music that's hard for you. Work on those sections. I don't think you need to practice a lot. Some of you do practice a lot, and I think that it does reward you in the end, but I don't think it's required to play the ensemble music. I do think it is required to play solo well, but for ensemble stuff, a reasonable amount of practice should probably do you. I don't check if you practice. I will know. I have little kids that I give lessons to, and they're like, I don't have much time to practice. I'm like, you don't have to tell me. I know. I know. And that's the same story I used to give my piano teacher. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Right? And she's like, just play. Just play.
What you play in your basement is generally better than
What you play at home is going to be better than what you play here. That will never change, I don't think. The other thing is mistakes aren't for real, guys. I know I say this all the time, but they're not for real. We have a one-dimensional art form, and whatever you play is what you played. That's what you played, okay? It's already in the past. There's no fixing it. Move ever forward, straight in line. If you miss a note, you miss a note. If you miss a chord, you miss a chord. You just don't even, it just doesn't even exist because it's all in the past. You can't fix it. And especially with orchestral music, it tends to feel very fast when we're working on it. And so you're going to get behind, you're going to get lost. I stare at the music as the conductor, and sometimes I get lost, right? And you have a much more complicated job. Looking here, looking there, looking at this hand, trying to figure everything out. And so you'll get lost sometimes, and just, don't worry about it. Go get back in as quickly as you can. So mistakes are fine. Don't practice too much. Practice a little. Keep showing up. That's the only thing that works. Don't trust YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Don't trust me. It is cute how many people in my Lakewood classes, well, I was on YouTube and blah, blah, and that doesn't work, and there they are in the class. And so there are good teachers on there, but it's hard to get good at playing when nobody's looking at you. What have I missed? Is that the big stuff? Okay, so let's take a look at Eine, Kleine, Nachtmusik, and let's talk about which parts you printed out or which parts you think you're playing. So, who grabbed the, I'm looking at the wrong song. Hold on a second. All right, who grabbed guitar 1? Ramona, Joni, okay.
I have it.
Does that sing melody?
Yeah, for this one, that's mostly the melody, yes. Ramona, Joni, and Mark, did you grab it as well?
I did. I got 1 and 2. And I
You got
just
1
thought,
and 2,
well,
okay,
let's
all
see
right,
which-
so let's see who else has what. Okay, so you guys for sure, and you have melody as well, so, and Mike, okay. And then who grabbed guitar?
Dina also has one.
And Dina did that one as well? Okay. All right, cool. Looking forward to seeing her. Guitar 2. Just Mark?
Well, maybe I'll do 2 then.
Yeah, so you're for sure on that. Okay. Good job, Mark. You get your own solo already. That's
All right.
exciting. Arpeggios? You 2 guys? Okay.
Yes, we were
It was,
assigned.
it was instructed upon us.
It was assigned to us.
There will come a day when you're like, I am over arpeggios. And on that day, you come to me and you say, I don't want to do any more arpeggios, okay? And I will say, okay, all right? But until then, I'm assuming you guys are doing those. I told you not to print bass line. Did anybody, Tom?
I can do 1 or 2.
Okay.
I left my music.
Oh, you play left your music at
I
home.
brought the 1 song and not the 2nd.
Well, why don't you sit and look over Mark's shoulder, and,
Probably one with me.
oh, you have an extra copy of 1?
Which are you gonna play?
One, but I have an extra copy.
Then I'll play 2.
Well,
Well, she
I don't
has-
have to.
She has the music for 1.
Oh, you have both?
I have both, so I can give you 1, I think.
What a coup.
You're the first person that's ever forgotten their music.
Well, I know. I think I was the guy that forgot the last time I forgot.
Well,
He's
we,
consistent.
well, we assume you have it all memorized at this point, so,
Really lousy copy, so you're gonna suffer for this.
Tom, I actually think,
That just gives me an excuse.
Tom, I actually think guitar 1 is probably better for you now anyway, since it contains the majority of the melody. So go ahead and play guitar 1. And that'll put, Laura will always do the tough acts, that part I know. And then, guys, if you are online, we will probably need you on guitar 2. So Jerome, who else is on there? Nancy. Pele, do guitar 1. Nancy, I'll take guitar 2. I'm missing somebody else. Did I? Caroline is guitar 2. Arlo generally does chords for us, so Arlo, please do the chords on this. Who am I missing? I think that's everybody. Guys that are out of town, play whatever makes you happy. Guitar 1 is usually the most music, the one that has the melody, so that's the easier one. All right, so at least we know about who's playing what now. And if you get to a point and you're like, this is too hard for me, or this is too easy for me, it shouldn't be. But if then we can always trade you out parts. Or if you hate what you're, actually, if you hate what you're playing, you're probably playing the right thing. All right, so let's take a look at the piece. The first few measures are Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and they're all quarter notes. So I'm anticipating hitting it solid, okay? Measure 13 is where Eine, Kleine Nachtmusik actually begins. We'll go through it as we go here, but it's bum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-dum. And remember, if you're playing any part other than guitar 1, there's a good chance you're playing something that makes no sense on its own. And that's why using the MP3s to play along with at home can be very helpful. Arpeggios, you guys have a lot of chords that are just this kind of thing.
Do you
We
want
may find that strumming them up and down is a better way to go on some of that. Yeah.
Do you want a crescendo from like by the time you hit 22?
Yeah, so it's going off my conductor score, but there's supposed to be a crescendo around 21 up to 22.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, and apparently I didn't put it on. I apparently only put it on guitar 1. So.
It's in 2.
That's what I was.
Is it on 2 as well? Okay, so there should be a crescendo. And then at 23, we go to pianissimo, right? So real quiet at 23. And then it's not terribly difficult going, I don't think, we'll find out. And I will check and see if I've forgotten crescendos on some of the parts or not. But by 34, we're back to forte. Now here's what's hard. At measure 39, there is a repeat, and we go back to measure 13. We will decide down the road whether we're really going to do that or not. But at least for now, we're going to assume we're going to go back to number 13 when you get to 39. I did add a fermata there at the end of 39, so that'll give you a minute. I don't know if you have a page turn or not that you got to deal with there, but hopefully your eyes can just go back. I recommend you to use a yellow highlighter and put a note, a line on measure number 13, so your eye tracks there more quickly. I always feel like that's a super smart idea. Just have a yellow highlighter and bam, and then your eye goes right there. And then it gets pretty tough after that. The rest of the song is actually fairly challenging. So we'll take our time getting through it. Again, it's almost all eighth notes and quarter notes, I think. The original has 1,000,000 16th notes in that I just dutifully took them all out. And Mozart can come and sue me when he's ready. Then you're going to play all the way down to 88. Okay, that's pretty tough going. At measure 88, we appended on a Mozart-style hot dog ending. And I did this years ago for the ukulele group. It's super funny, and people are listening, and all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute, that's not Mozart, that's the Oscar Mayer Wiener song. And it's a little bit of a surprise for them. So at 88, we will practice that by going, oh, I wish. How does it go? Oh, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer Wiener. That's how it goes. And so, there we go. And all of us know it, right? That was a real piece of music for our growing up. And you'll find that if you sing, oh, I wish I was an Oscar, then all of a sudden you'll get the 16th notes in there. And I'll probably have Arlo sing through that section. He's totally down with singing. And then we end with a very short piece of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So that's how the music's going to go. Generally, let's play a little bit of it and see how far we get before things get ugly. How about that?
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
On the old one, on measure 40, you changed the 3 to a 2, the second note. On the melody,
On melody, guitar 1,
is that still?
measure 40. Are you using your old music?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I have the new. But,
you have the new.
You changed it the last time, so I don't know.
The second note I changed to a 3,
To the 2,
to a 2.
from a 3 to a 2.
I'll play in a 3.
Why would we have done that?
On what
E,
fret?
E, D.
On what fret? A 3 on what fret?
Second
Second string. I'll
We
play
changed
in
it to a
3
C
on the
sharp.
second string.
Yeah, Joni, for now, don't do that. I don't know why we would have done that.
At 3? Okay.
Leave it at what it's
It's
written.
fine, it's just a question, because you changed it, and I don't know why.
I don't know why either. Maybe we'll find we need to again. I don't know. Yeah. And I don't remember us doing that. And I'm looking at the music going, I don't think we would need to do that, because then that becomes a C sharp, and that doesn't make sense. So don't do that. Any other questions?
Yes.
Mike?
The arpeggio, are we letting him ring for the whole measure?
Yeah, don't. We may at some point decide to go staccato on some certain sections, but I would say for now, just let things ring.
Okay.
Yeah. My only concern is when we get to 17 and you have all those chords, I'm thinking, but it says pianissimo, so I don't know if it's going to be better to pluck them or
I think
strum
it's
them.
easier to pluck them,
It may be better to pluck them.
because they're not,
It's
full-
quicker.
they're not full chords, like
Right.
the A7
Right.
is not.
That's true, right? And I do have it as 4 fingers, so that leads me to think I wanted to pluck. All right, let's just see what happens, okay?
Especially if you want a piano.
Yeah. All right, 4-beat count in. It's supposed to be 120. We're going to go about 80, okay? Jerome writes, we know when you haven't been practicing too. I know, Jerome. I'm not trying to hide anything up here. I'm not trying to kid anybody. All right, not too fast. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3, 4. 7, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 9, 2, 3, 4. 10, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3. Loud. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 2, 3 and 4 and 7, 2, 3 and 4 and 8 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 9 and 2, 3 and 4 and 20, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3 and 4 and 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 9, 2 and 3 and 4 and 30, 2, 3, da da da, 1 and 2 and 3, da da da, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 34, 35, dun 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 dun, 6, 2, 3, 4 and 7, 2 and 3 and 4 and 8 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 9, bum bum bum. Okay, all right, take your time just a second. Go back to 13. This is the world's longest fermata. Okay, from 13, here we go. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 2 and 3 and 4, 6 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 7, 2, 3 and 4 and 8 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 9 and 3 and 4 and 22 and 3 and 21, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, dun dun dun, rest, dun 2, dun 2, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 2, 8 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 9 and da 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 da, 30, 2, 3, da da da, 1, da 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 da, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 2 and 3, 4 and 6 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 8 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 9, bum bum bum. Go ahead. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, da da bum, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 2 and 3 and 4 and 6 and 2 and 3, 4 and 7, 2, 3, 4 and 8 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 9 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 4 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 6 and 3 and 4 and 7, 2 and 3 and 4 and 8, 2, 3, 4, 9 and 2 and 3, 60, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2, dun 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 dun, 4 and 2 do 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 5, dun 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 1, ba da 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 da, 7 2 3 4 8 and 9 and 2 and 3 and 4, 72 71 2 dun 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 3 dun 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 4 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 6 2 3 4 and 7 2 3 4 and 8 2 and 3 and 4 and 9 2 3 and 4 and 82 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum 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 ba 1 2 3 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 7 2 and 3 and 4 and bong bong bong. Oh, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener, bing bong. That is what I truly want to be, bong bong. 'Cause if I was Oscar Mayer wiener, bing bong, everyone would be in love with 1 2 3. But I would like to be an Oscar Mayer wiener, bing bong. That is what I never want to be, bong bong. 'Cause if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, bong bong, there would soon be nothing left of me, bong bong. My baloney has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name, it's M-A-Y-E-R. Oh, I'd love to eat it every day, and if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-N-G and A. Bong, 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 wong.
I'm waiting for this. I was waiting for your. There's a stroke. I was waiting for it. It never came.
Did I not do 17?
No,
Left us hanging there.
Oh, I did. I did 16.
you didn't come back.
Whoops.
We were watching actually.
We were waiting.
No, you're supposed to play in time then and then wide, right? Isn't it? No. You put the fermata on 16 is what you did. Okay. That's so
No,
but
it's on 17.
I know, but you looked for it on 16, right?
Well, I have a half note, so I was waiting for you to come back.
I think we stopped, so we stopped.
I think it's my fault. That's what I think. So, yes. No, I thought we did it. Anyway, all right, beautiful. Questions, comments, concerns, stuff you saw in here that was like, what?
89.
What's that?
Everybody else is going. You want us to do that too?
At which one?
89, where the hot dog song starts.
Which one?
You have arpeggio. You just have straight
We just
eighth
have
notes.
straight eighth notes.
Yeah.
I'm saying everybody else is going.
Oh, bum, ba bum, ba bum, ba bum. I know. I don't think so. I think I want straight eighths. Yeah. I think that brings out the jaggedy edge of that. I think I reserve the right to change my mind later, but I think it's going to sound cool if you guys keep straight eighths underneath that, and then they get the jaggedy.
Do you want us a little louder since there's more of
At the moment, you guys are quiet, but we'll don't worry about volume yet, right? Just play, and let's just get comfy with the music, and then we'll always adjust the. We will adjust the volume settings. Yeah, that's my job. Is just to be a human. What are those things called? Mixer, human mixer. Beautiful. I think that's going to work. Okay, nice job.
Sure.
All right, so if you practice that one. Now let's talk Menuett in G. All right, so if you were a piano player, you would know this piece because 100% of all beginning piano players have to play this song. It's not popular among guitarists, and so, however, Bach is very popular. However, it also turns out that this piece they thought was written by Bach until 1973, and then they figured out it was not written by Bach. So they were only 250 years late in figuring it out. It's actually written by Christian Petzold, and so it's no longer the Bach Menuett Suite. It is the Petzold Menuett Suite. You will play the G major part, which is not terribly difficult, and then we go to the G minor part, and it is quite challenging. The G minor part sounds super cool after we get finished with the G major part. So when we get down to 34, the music gets much more complex and much more challenging, and probably much more worth playing, honestly. It's really, really beautiful. And then we will play through those parts. And then at measure 67, you come back to the same idea as the beginning. And so we start on G major and we finish on G major. And then in the middle, there's just a little G minor section there. What we had challenges with last time, and I didn't change it at all because I don't really need to, was reading the repeats, right? And so, do you want to talk repeats now, or do you want, let's just do it, right? So, you're going to, at measure 16, you go back to number 1, right?
Right.
Okay, and I that's the downside of iPads, that you can't see. So you go back to measure 1. Then you just play all the way happily along until you get to measure 32, and there you're going to go back to 17. Okay, to number 17. Okay, so when you hit 32, you're going to go back to 17. If it is the second time, however, don't play 32, skip over and play 33. Okay, here's where things get interesting. Okay, and I will help you through this many, many times so that you get it right. So the second time you don't play 32, you skip over, you play 33, and then you merrily play along until you get to 49. And at 49, you go back to 34. Oops. To number 34. So then you bounce back to 34, and you play merrily along straight all the way into measure 65. When you hit the end of 65, you go back to number 50. Okay? And tonight when we go through it, we will probably stop often and recalibrate. Okay? So when you get to the end of 65, go to 50. And then, of course, play back down. When you get to 65, you jump over 65. Don't play it the second time. And you merrily go on your way until you hit until the end, right? Is that what I have? Yes. Because we just played the G major part once at the end. If you get lost, the repeats are listed at the top of the page number 1.
Oh, good, that's gonna help.
Which helps not at all when you're playing. But when 6 months from now, when somebody says, I don't know how these repeats work, I can say, it's right there. That's why I put those on here. So, there. And hopefully those are right. I don't even know if they're right. They look wrong to me. I think they're wrong. I probably have to fix those. I'm going to check those. All right. Now, to fit it on the guitar, I put it into A and A minor instead of G and G minor, and you're going to be glad I did that. Okay? So, when you're telling your friends we're playing the Menuett Suite in G, wrong for the first 3 notes, and then after that they'd be like, oh, they transposed it for guitar. So that's a very common thing to do. It just makes it weird when you say it's the Menuett Suite in G, and then you play it in A. So I don't know. just always feels odd. Who picked out the guitar melody line? Who's got that in front of you? Mike? Joni? Okay.
I could, but
Yeah, let's find out. Laura, I assume you're doing the tough, and you'll let me know if the standard notation is correct. This was a long time ago I wrote this. Arpeggios. Okay, Mike and Christy. We ought to get it where one of you does the melody and one of you does arpeggios, so you can play at home better. Although you probably don't play at home, right? Or do you?
We do ukulele, but not guitar.
Not guitar. Let's see. I told you not to grab bass line. Anybody grab counterpoint?
I
Tom?
have that.
Did you have that one as well? All right. It looks like you two are connected at the theme there. Tom and Mark. Ramona, did you grab a part?
I did not.
Okay. Play the guitar melody line.
Okay.
Okay. When you get it. Let's see, and have Dina play the melody line as well, I think. And then guys online, let's see. Pele, you grab the melody line. Okay, good. And then let's see. Jerome's on counterpoint. Thank you, Jerome. Nancy, you'll let me know. And who else am I missing? Who? Oh, Caroline. Caroline, you'll let me know what part you want to play. And then again, Arlo, I'm assuming you'll grab chords. And then I asked you guys not to pick bass line right off the bat because sometimes I have somebody show up at the end of, like, you know, we're 6 weeks out from the concert and they want to play. I just give them the bass line. So, but if we decide we really need it, we can assign one of you guys to do it. It's not; those are not super challenging. Oh, Caroline, you grab the melody as well? Okay, good. All right. Lovely. All right, so at least we know what we're doing. Vic and Linda, you will pick whichever one you want to do. You want to do melody, by the way, so just saying. All right. I don't even have a tempo marking on here. Let's pretend it's one. I want to assume it's about 100, so. Okay. Remember, you're in 3 this time, Gary, and so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Can you imagine being in a jazz band? Ugh, can't even imagine it.
it's fun. They're not 3.
Every time I hear them, it's like being in a blues bar. Every song, after a while, every song sounds the same. And then if you say that in the blues bar, they punch you in the nose. All right, here we go. All right, there are no mistakes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, and 3, and 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, and 3, and 6, 2, and 3, and 7, 2, and 3, and 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, and 3, and 10, 2, 3, 11, 2, and 3, and 12, 2, 3, 13, 2, 3, 14, 2, 3, 15, 2, 3, and 16. Number 1, 1, 2, and 3, and 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, and 3, and 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, and 3, and 6, 2, and 3, and 7, 2, and 3, and 8, and 2, and 3, and 9, 2, and 3, and 10, 2, 3, 11, 2, and 3, and 12, 2, 3, 13, 2, and 3, and 14, 2, 3, 15, 2, 3, and 16. Keep going. 17, 18, 2, 3, 19, 2, and 3, and 20, 2, and 3, 1, and 2, and 3, and 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2 and 3, 6, 2 and 3, 7, 2, 3, 8 and 2 and 3, 9 and 2 and 3 and 30, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 2, 17, 17, 2 and 3 and 18, 2 and 3 and 19, 2 and 3, 20, 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2 and 3, 6, 2 and 3, 7, 2, 3, 8 and 2 and 3, 9 and 2 and 3 and 30, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 37, 2, 8, 2, 3 and 9, 2, 3 and 10, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2 and 3 and 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3 and 8, 2, 3, 9, 34, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 41, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2 and 3 and 5, 2, 3, 6, 2 and 3 and 7, 2 and 3 and 8, 2, 3, 49. Keep going. 50. 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2 and 3, 4 and 2 and 3. Oh, we got off. Hold on. Go back to 50. We got two people. We got two measures. We got some people off. 50. Measure 50. 1, 2, 3. 50. 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 2, 2 and 3 and 3, 2 and 3, 4 and 2 and 3 and 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, ba-da-bum, 9, ba-da-bum, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 2, 2, do, 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 3, 2, 3, bum, ba-da-bum, bum, 5, back to 50, 50, 2, 3, 51, 2, 3, 2, 2, do, 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 3, 2 and 3, 4 and 2 and 3 and 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2 and 3, 9, 2 and 3, 10, da 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 da, 1, 2 and 3, 2 and 2, do do do, 3, 2, 3, bum ba da bum bum, 6, bum bum, 7, ba da 8, ba da 9, ba da 10, da da da, 1 and 2 and 3 and 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8 and 2 and 3, 9 and 2 and 3 and 10, 2, 3, ba-da bum bum 1. Questions, comments, or concerns? What do you mean? Yeah, so they're both long songs, and they're both going to be brilliant, and you guys are already playing, right? So that's a good sign. I am working, I sent you out the list earlier today of the other songs I'm thinking about working on, or some of them I am working on. I want to have nice, big, long, meaty songs to go this season. If you are somebody who plays straight from standard notation and you do not want the tablature on there, you can send me an email and I can make that happen. That is not a problem. I can get that off of there easy, easy peasy. So you just let me know. Also, if you please know when I type this stuff in, I do it all through standard notation for the first draft, and after that it's all tablature. So sometimes the tablature doesn't line up exactly with the standard notation, and if you see that situation, let me know about it, because very often I get so busy fixing tabs that I forget to go back and fix the standard notation. So that's it. What do you guys think? So far so good? It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. And I'll try to get in a little rock and roll for those of you guys from that who want to do that stuff. And I'll try to get in a little bit of, we're not going to do any more jazz for a while. And no more damn Spanish music. No, that's not true. We're going to do a Terrega piece. Other than that. Was he Spanish? I think he was Spanish. Spanish enough. And I think he spent all of his time in Paris, if I remember right. So that's it for now. Thank you guys for being here. Tell your friends to come play guitar with us, and I will teach them how to do it. So have a great week, you guys. We'll see you next Monday, or Tuesday, next Tuesday. And if you...
I just say, I didn't get to play, I had to drop out last time, but I did listen, and I didn't get to come to the concert.
Yeah.
But I did listen to you all online, and you guys were great. I was really impressed.
Didn't they do a good job?
It was really nice. I
Did you listen?
enjoyed it.
Especially considering how awful the last
That's
rehearsal
just
was.
I'll tell you, the last two concerts, this one wasn't quite as bad, but the time before the Beatles one, I was like, I'm going to disband the orchestra. It was terrible. And then you guys showed up and you were great. And I was like, I don't like those guys anymore. But yeah, I was delighted. I just thought they played so well. And I think it was just really, we did the music good. So nice. Thank you for saying that. All right, kids online, good to see all of you. I will see you next week. Remember, we have solo work on Sunday mornings now. So every other Sunday morning, not every Sunday morning. Not with,
And that's here or
that-
Lakewood?
the Sunday morning ones will be online only.
Oh, online only.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can just sit and you can come with your glass of Jack Daniels, it's 9 a.m., and just sit in and play with us. The only reason I like people to do the solo work is it is very different than this, right? And so this, I always feel like this is super hard in the beginning, but once you kind of get it, then this is not that, like, you're like, okay, I see what's going on. But solo work is a very different thing, where it's like, if you spend 6 months on a song, that's fine. That's like what you should do, kind of thing, So, all right, guys, we'll see you soon. Thank you for everything. Whoa. Peace.
What's really impressed when I heard it. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, I don't think I turned it before.
Yeah, Mark,